17-year-old Tommy Kanosh is taking a run at Burke Mountain. But this run is not for fun. It's serious. Kanosh is going to school at Burke Mountain Academy. For over 40 years, the academy has produced notable athletes, like Olympic gold medalist and World Cup champion Michaela Schifrin.
The youngest American to win an alpine medal in history, as well as
she's just one of over 100 BMA alumni on the U.S. ski team. Well, it all starts right here on Burke Mountain, where the skiers begin their day with a morning ski lesson.
Something about skiing has always been pretty enjoyable for me, and I've always had fun doing it.
He and his fellow Burkies hit the slopes of their academy's training trail at Burke Mountain 3 times a week.
What we have in this hill here is pretty unique. The great thing about Training Hill is that with the high-speed PAMA, guys are able to get a lot of laps in, a lot of volume, but also it's a challenging hill, so we're able to put them out of their comfort zone and help them get better.
They work on their technique racing through gates in slalom, giant slalom, and Super G. When the weather doesn't cooperate, the athletes have to train inside.
To be a well-rounded skier also is a skier who's strong, who's powerful, who has good mobility and good movement, and then it's very coordinated. So the work we're doing here addresses all of those issues. Wait on the beep, Tommy, you're turning too soon.
BMA's new Ronnie Burlack Center is named after a BMA student who died in an avalanche back in 2015. The center opened last December. It's given the Burkies the ability to train hard, both on the mountain and on the synthetic turf.
Here we go.
We have 20-meter lines set apart, and we just run for as many as we can, and there's a beep that goes off a certain time, and you have to make it from one end to the other end before the beep.
And after the workout comes lunch.
Just go in during lunch, and whatever's there is usually like a set meal, and we just kind of take whatever's there and eat as much as we can.
Today, Tommy is part of the team, cleaning up after lunch before heading to class in the early afternoon. The academy finds the push for excellence on the slopes transfers to the classroom.
Want to be the best skiers they can, so they just really work on being the best they can at everything they do.
You know, they're the kind of person that you can rely on, but also the kind of person that you want to hang out with and be around. And I just think that sort of feeding into that tradition and that culture is a really being a part of it's a really exciting and fun part of my job.
Exciting when there's competition every weekend, where you can test what you learned during the week. Haley Lyndes, News 7, East Burke.